Yo, I am so ready to beat the brakes off that bear. The reason I want to go in with melee only, and I actually want to do this as a video, is because I saw a video on Twitter. It was MZC that posted it. To be fair, it was only round 16, but he three-tapped Zursa with this melee. Bro, after just how horrible the melees were in BO6, I am so excited. You know what? I probably have to shoot this actually. I am so excited to, you know, actually have good melees. Maybe coming in with a pistol was not the smartest choice when the only thing I'm using it for is for power. Oh, wait, you know, maybe I got it. Maybe I'm crazy. I have 4 seconds. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. There's no way I do it. Oh my god, I got it the literal last split second, bro. But like with melees being able to crit now, this thing has really weird range. With melees being able to crit now, they're going to be so much better. They also, you can use the heavy attack now. I don't know, like, it kind of sucks. Like, it does damage, but I feel like for some reason the range is worse than the normal light attack, which doesn't make sense and, you know, shouldn't really be a thing. Also, with being able to crit the zombie, you get more than a normal crit, which I really like, because that makes it, you know, worth it to use your melee. The one thing I will say is without augments, I'm kind of scared because this thing, while it's good, is very, very slow. But I'm going to record this, and then I think right after, I want to make a whole video on that rocket launcher, bro. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to make a video on the rocket launcher, and then I want to go play no skill-based matchmaking, especially with the beta being open now. If you guys like only play zombies and don't pay attention to anything multiplayer, there's a mode where they removed skill-based matchmaking. It's called like open mosh pit, I believe. And this open mosh pit literally doesn't have skill-based matchmaking. You find a game in like 0.2 seconds because, you know, it's just connection based. So we're back to fast matchmaking. On top of fast matchmaking, oh, that didn't one-shot crit. Is it actually critting? Am I crazy? Like, it says it's critting, but like if I hit him in the body, it's doing the same amount of damage as if I hit them in the head. So like 250, and if I hit him in the body, it's still 250. So, hey, is that a bug? Because it's supposed to do more damage, no? Also, apparently Melee Macchiato breaks this little bad boy right here. But I also saw you need to wait for it to like, okay, I think that's probably more the case of what it is I saw someone mention on TikTok that you need to wait until it like does a little shake. Oh, I didn't turn on the power. Oops. Oopsie whoopsie. There we go. Turn on the power. I turned on the power. Thank you. Pack a punch this. Nah, bro, this pack punch camo is so good. I saw someone say on Twitter that they wanted like different colors, which I totally get. They were saying like, please give me a red camo, which I think is valid. The only thing that I'm concerned about with the melee only is these little assholes. Get your bitch ass back over here. Get your bitch ass back over here. Just because of how slow this thing is. Also, I think round 100 is going to be free on the beta. If you guys didn't see this, this trap right here, this saw blade trap is like disgustingly broken. It makes the round 100 kind of free. So maybe I'll do a round 100. Maybe I'll do a stream like towards the end of the beta where I'll probably record it and then like make it a video after the fact. But maybe I do a stream where I just go for as long as I can. Because you kind of just get to a certain point, at least with this saw blade trap, that you don't really need to worry about points. Yeah, bro, like I don't know. Hello, asshole. Okay, we get Melee Macchiato, and then I'm gonna save up for Jug because I'm going to absolutely 100% need Jug while I'm doing melee only. There's so many things I'm concerned about with doing melee only in this, with no augments, with nothing to really help us out besides Melee Macchiato. And before I get like super off track, because I already did get off track, I was talking about the trash can earlier. You have to hit it when it shakes, and apparently it's broken with Melee Macchiato for some reason. I don't know if that's intentional. I hope that's not intentional, because if it is, that's kind of stupid, at least in my opinion. But for some reason, apparently you need to hit it with like a gun butt, which works with the melee weapon. Like, look, if I go over here with this, and apparently you can only open it like 3 times around. You wait for it to shimmy and then you hit it, and it works with a melee weapon. But like if I had this out and I use like my fist, apparently it doesn't open. Which, like, as long as you can hit it with your melee weapon and open it, and it's not like perma-locked, I don't think that's too much of a problem. But also, since melee weapons can crit now, does Deadshot affect it? I'm actually need to pay attention to the number. So it's 3,300 right now. I think I want to get Deadshot. I want to see if it actually affects it, because if it actually affects it, melees are gonna be free this year. I mean, they're definitely gonna be slower, like they always are slower, but oh, I need to upgrade this thing's rarity too. What's that? Insta-kill doesn't really do anything for me. Weapon rarity, make it green. Can I please crit you? Okay, 4950. I'm gonna go buy Deadshot, and then the next thing I'm gonna save up for after that is Pack-a-Punch. Yeah, Pack-a-Punch. I'm like questioning myself. I think that's probably the best choice, is going for Pack-a-Punch, because I just need this thing to do as much damage as humanly possible. Oh my god, it does. Oh, it increases the damage. It's not much. Like, it's not nearly as much as like upgrading weapon rarity. But yeah, Deadshot does work on the melees. Confirmed. Myth busted. I mean, like it's good. Don't get me wrong. I think the melee is definitely not bad, especially in comparison to what we've gotten with BO6. I just think it's kind of awkward. I also want to see how much like the heavy attack does. Yeah, the heavy attack does so much. The range on it is just weird. Am I the only one that like feels like that? Because in melee, Christ, I need to wake up. In multiplayer, it doesn't really matter, at least in BO6. I haven't used this in multiplayer yet, but that heavy attack, you go into like a fast animation, like kind of like a execution. And obviously in zombies, it doesn't do that. Let me also, before I forget, wait for you to shimmy, open you. Let's just toss a Semtex in there, get some free salvage. But having the crits, you can actually like build a decent amount of points, because you were, for some reason with melees, getting less points whenever you killed something, but now you have the crits, which actually give you more points than a normal crit. So you can farm up so many points with this. Like, I feel like you can definitely clear zombies faster with a normal weapon, but I feel like this low-key has to be a strat. Like, to get points super early, just try and build for a ray gun and then get that, because this is free, bro. Can I open it again? So someone said 3 times around. Like, if I toss that in there, yeah, I can get salvage again, bro. Was that 250? Okay, I was saying that you get salvage relatively slow in this, but that little trash can balances this out. I actually really like that. Apparently, also, if you have a full auto weapon, there's a bug right now. I don't know if they fixed it as of today or as of this video going out. As of today, the open beta just opened. That's when I'm recording this. Upgrade this to blue, excuse me. But the open beta just opened, and as of last night, there was a bug where if you have a weapon and you switch it to single fire, for some reason when you go to like interact with this or like drop it in the trash can, it doesn't actually take the weapon, but it gives you the stuff like it did take the weapon, which is 100% a bug and will probably be fixed by launch. But I guess that's like, if you want to get a free ray gun or free salvage, that is something that you can do. We are absolutely 100% going to have our double packed melee by the end of this round, because you get a metric fuck ton of points with this thing. I actually don't know how high we're going to get with this thing, because I feel like right now it's definitely decent and it's definitely like holding its own, but I'm scared that later on it is not going to do that at all. And there we go. Double pack this. Oh, the Pack-a-Punch camos look so good. I haven't played zombies since I recorded that other video, because they came out with that no skill-based matchmaking mode, and that was all I played. 29k, damn, the jump between single pack and double pack is ginormous. I feel like next thing I should do is probably get armor, because we are still only at 1 plate. I think there's armor in the basement, so I don't think we have to open up the mystery box door as of right now. Yeah, I am also very concerned about these little assholes. I'm more concerned that they're just gonna tank my armor, because it's kind of hard to you know, avoid them smacking the shit out of you, because they are very fast. Mid-round, that's not gonna be a problem. I am scared for later rounds with them, because as long as you can shoot them, there is literally zero problem. But, you know, having to give them a little sniff and being in makeout range with the Ravagers is not fun when there's 7 million of them. Uh-oh, I just got stuck. Yeah, bro, I need to get upgraded armor. Oh, I don't want to go back here. I hate going to the back of the house. It's like actually a death trap. I will say wall jumping, I thought it wasn't really going to be useful in zombies at all. If there's a zombie like in front of you, if you're like behind the house like that and you're trying to get around and there's a zombie blocking you from the front, it is very, very, very useful for getting around them. This is going to be the slowest, not even high round, just progression of my entire life. Uh-oh, we don't have armor. Let me open up the trash can. Come on. There we go. Other zombies right behind me. Toss Semtex. Did it just drop a ray gun? What? Oh, Do you know how long it took me to get this thing? Do you know how long it took me to get a ray gun whenever I was doing my round 50? And now we got one in the one video that we can't use the ray gun? What is this, bro? So that is... Why am I trying to upgrade my weapon rarity? What am I doing? I need to buy armor. So if you played BO6, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. If you didn't play BO6, you're gonna have no idea what I'm talking about. But on Liberty Falls, the vending machine, yo, this thing clears. This thing clears that fuck-ass vending machine. It just pooped out a ray gun on round 13. I know I probably just got disgustingly lucky, but still, that's crazy that my excess Semtex that I wasn't even gonna use just pooped out a ray gun, bro. Like, what are we talking about? I absolutely 100% need to get a screenshot of the normal ray gun in this game. I'm trying to like collect all the infinity stones and zombies. So eventually I'll need to get all the pack-a-punch screenshots. There we go. We got it. You can see it in the bottom of the screen. Oh, double points, huge. I should probably shoot for more perks next, but at the same time, bro, I kind of want to triple pack and make this thing into a fucking monster. But more perks is more smart. It's way more smart, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get more perks. Yo, you get so many points on double points with this thing, though. Holy shit. That's what I'm saying, bro. This is kind of the strat. I mean, I'm out of double points now, and I kind of missed some crits, but if you're better than me, you can like actually min-max this. I feel like it's definitely a little bit slower of a start, but this is free, bro. And like, if you don't have to worry about these ravagers, you can just like toss this extra frag in there if you didn't want it. Like, look, let me pick up this frag, drop my Semtexes here, and then I can go open this up once it shimmies. Come on, give me a little shimmy. There we go. Then toss that in there, and then it'll poop out all my salvage, grab you, and then I can go back and pick up my Semtexes. No, bro, I really like this trash can. Like, actually, I think that is such a good mechanic. And what other perks can we get right now that would actually be helpful? Stamina up, yes. Quick revive, also yes. Okay, while we have a second too. Speed cola would be helpful. PhD, we're not gonna get anything. Death perception, no. Maybe elemental pop? Wisp tea would also be useful. Besides that, I don't really know. In like mid-round ravagers, I can kind of just pre-fire them. I just need to get the timing of this melee down. I think I'm starting to like learn it and get it down a little bit, but it is very slow. This is gonna be one of those melees that you probably want to run the melee macchiato augment that increases your melee speed, and then like your backpedal speed whenever you get a melee kill. I'm just more concerned when we have like an entire horde, and when we kill a zombie, another one just takes its place, but it spawns behind us because Treyarch coded these zombies to be grade A assholes. But outside of that, like, bro, I feel like I'm getting, obviously I'm getting more points. Let me rephrase what I was about to say, because I was about to make myself sound like a complete and utter idiot. What I was trying to say is I feel like I'm getting like significantly more points. I know I'm getting more points, but I feel like I'm getting like way more points, if that makes sense. Like, it feels very, very fast. Tossing that cluster nade. Oh, 250 salvage. Yeah, bro, if I was doing this on my round 50 game, things would have gone so much smoother. I mean, the round 50 game wasn't even hard, but definitely felt slow. I also need to do a whole game with the rampage inducer. I mean, with round 100, I'll probably do that just because you kind of just use the trap the whole time. I think I'm gonna go for the triple pack now, maybe? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the triple pack. We should be getting Xursa this round, no? Round 16? That sounds right. Unless it's just completely random and I'm just gas. Oh, nope. I turned around and mid sentence, I turn around and God himself is behind me. So how am I supposed to deal with the bees? I don't really think about that. Can I shoot this? Am I allowed to do that? Does that break the law of this challenge? So this is where, like, what I'm concerned about is I want to go kill Xursa, and you know what, now that he's here, maybe. Yeah, Xursa's dead. Like, I just 3-tapped Xursa. Like, Xursa with this melee is absolutely 100% a pushover, but it's not fun when you have an entire horde of zombies with Xursa. I feel like there's got to be like some kind of strat to it, or maybe you just go mess up Xursa as they're spawning in just to avoid the zombies, but then that's not going to work later rounds because you have multiple Xursas that spawn in. I don't know. I'll figure it out, or somebody else will figure it out. But this is actually going to be so much. Ooh, I didn't realize how far back I was. This is actually going to be so much better for like melee camos. Like, they're not going to feel like just significantly less than and significantly slower because of how good they are. We also have enough salvage to upgrade this to purple. Now it's just going to do even more damage. Are there any random tacticals or lethals from all the zombies we killed that I can throw? Ooh, a stun grenade. Look at that. Open you. Toss. Did that go in? No, it didn't go in. What the fuck? Okay, is what it is. I actually just got scammed. I threw my stun grenade literally right in its face hole, bro. Right in its mouth. And it didn't bounce out. It bounced down into the void. And I was like, nah. Also, I don't know how many people have seen this. If you don't know, in the like training range for zombies, once you're on the pack-a-punch step, you can actually take the launch pad to the spawn area, like to the Janus Towers Plaza. I feel like I should probably get speed cola. Like, this is where I'm concerned, bro. This is where I'm starting to get scared, because if you had that backpedal speed, this wouldn't be a problem, like with your augment. But not having this backpedal speed is scary for these rounds. Like, you have to take these rounds very slow, and you don't even really have an option to take it slow because you're constantly getting jumped by these assholes. As long as you back up and regen, I guess it's not too bad, but I don't know, it's still not fun. Also, I went down here, I went to the arsenal, I messed up. I was gonna go craft armor because I don't have any. The crafting table is here. Yeah, let's try and speedrun this. There we go. I'm curious if anybody in the beta has been going for like a melee only high rounds. I know a lot of people were obviously trying to get their round 50s. A lot of people are just going for like just as high of a round as they can get. But I'm curious if any people have been specifically doing like shotgun only high rounds or melee only high rounds, or just like specific high rounds like that. Because so far I haven't seen any. I've seen people just going for normal high rounds, but that's really it. I haven't seen anybody like using specific weapons. Everybody's just trying to get like the general feel of it. I don't mean to burst anyone's bubble, but it's general feel of it. It's Black Ops 6, but better. Like, I've talked about it in multiple videos now, but like how I worded it is it's Black Ops 6, but it is just improved. Ooh, it is just improved across the board. Whether that's quality of life or just weapons. I mean, weapons are kind of the same. I see some people talking about like the weapons falling off at round 30, which I don't think that they should do. I think they should maybe have a little bit more life to them. Like, definitely, I don't disagree with that. The only thing I will say is I think a lot of people saying that didn't play much Black Ops 6, because these weapons all fell off at literally round 31. Round 31 was like the great shift. I guess when zombies scaled up a little bit was right there, but round 31 forward, that's 90% of the guns fell off. And that's another thing with just Call of Duty in general, is there are like a handful of weapons in whatever game it is you're talking about that don't fall off round 30 plus. Like there were not the only like thing with that I will absolutely give is that those guns that did fall off round 30 plus, most of them actually fell off like round 25 and were only carried by alternate ammo types. But the one defense I will give to that point is that it was the old point system, so it wasn't nearly as like detrimental. So like with that old point system, those weapons that fell off you could just use as point guns, unless they were like a shotgun or something like that. Then obviously we're in completely different territory. They kind of just suck. I've gotten this thing in 19 rounds to such a high level. I mean, it doesn't really matter with melee weapons, but shit, bro, if you want to like level up weapons before you hop in multiplayer, go play this. Is that a bonus points or is that a double points? Because that's a double points. Oh, it's a bonus points. God damn it. But outside of like wonder weapons, there was very few weapons that really held their own. I definitely think with the new point system, there definitely needs to be a new kind of balance, because that same balancing doesn't work. Because the weapons shit the bed, now you use them for points, and now they're point guns. But that's not an option in this because points are entirely tied to kills. So with it being tied entirely to kills, outside of obviously now the cursed mode where it's going to be the same thing as before, weapons falling off past round 30 is very, very different. But I just don't want people saying like that's a new thing, because that's not a new thing. That is how most of the weapons were in BO6. There were very, very, very few weapons past round 31 that genuinely were good. I think it's definitely a little bit different this year, though. There definitely is more, but we only have a third of the weapons. I think I also just heard Zersa. Let me go fuck up Zersa. Come on, get your bitch ass over here. It two-tapped him. It two-tapped him, bro. No, the melee's nasty. The melee's actually so nasty. This is gonna be such a good year for camos. Oh, it's gonna be such a good year for camos. Now we have a triple packs, and the only thing we have to dump points in is perks, and that's it. We probably should get our armor upgrade too, now that I say that. Since you know we are in sniffing range. We are on the range of the concept of zombies' tongues in our mouths. Sorry, I don't know why I thought of that. Sometimes I think of things and they come out of my mouth before I can actually like comprehend what I was just thinking about. And I shouldn't do that. That'd be a dangerous thing if I was racist. Am I allowed to say that? Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? I don't know, we'll find out. I want to compare this to BO6, but I don't have like a fresh enough game in my head using a melee weapon in BO6. And this would imply that after playing BO7 Zombies and playing with the significantly improved systems across the board, that would mean that I have to go back and play BO6. I just want this game to be out, bro. Like, I don't want this. I want the game to come out. I want the game to come out. I want it to come out now. I want it. I want it now. I want to play it now. Let's toss Semtex in there. The only other thing we really need is upgrading this to gold too. Is there any random lethals and tacticals that I can actually throw in there? I don't think so. Let's go get Speed Cola. Let's get Speed Cola and Wisp Tea. The next thing I'll get is Elemental Pop, and then I'll get Death Perception, or let's get Vulturate and then Death Perception. And realistically, right, what I could do is I could say, oh, melee only, and then only use the Saw Blade Trap, but I'm not gonna do that. I genuinely think the real test of this is going to be like round 30 plus if I can get to that, which I hope I can, and just seeing how much damage it does there. I think once I'm at the point that I don't need points for like perks or armor. Oh, that's what I forgot to get. I forgot to upgrade my armor. I forgot. That's what I'll do now. Is once I'm gonna be done with my armor. I literally just need 2 more perks. Once I'm at that point, then I'll start picking up the nukes. But like I don't need to do that right now. I don't even need this insta kill because this thing is still beating the brakes off of these zombies, bro. Oh boy, a max ammo. Also, it's not that it's a small thing. It's not that it's a big thing. It's just something that I really like is the look of the armored zombies now. So I think that was at least part of the breaking the immersion, or like the zombies immersion, is that armored zombies just looked like they look so out of place. I get for some maps like it kind of makes sense because there's going to be like soldiers on that map and they're going to be like more heavily armored soldiers, so like that makes sense. But these armored zombies and heavy armored zombies look so much better. These are the best versions of armored zombies we've seen. Not even from like a gameplay perspective, not saying it like that, saying from just a visual I can't speak, I'm having a stroke. From a visual perspective. There we go. We got tier 3 armor. We're good. We're chilling. Could I turn on the rampage inducer and make my life a living hell? Yes, absolutely I could. Am I going to do that? No. I no wanna. I took a second to do something. I don't even know what I was talking about. Whatever I was talking about, lost in the ether, bro. Well, this is where it's gonna. Also, can we talk about that power vacuum is only like the second rarity in zombies now? Yeah, I'm terrified. Okay, I'm actually terrified of melee only on rounds like this. Oh my goodness. I can kill one. Bro, they just eat my armor. Like, it's not so much of a problem as surviving. It's more of, I need to take off apply all because I just had like, look at that little sliver. See that tiny little sliver that I'm missing? It just used a whole ass plate, a whole plate to fill that little sliver. I hate that it does that. And I hate that there's no separate settings. Like, I mean, for multiplayer, obviously it doesn't matter. For this beta, I can probably just take it off since it's only for zombies, but I actually hate that. Like for BO6, I'm switching that setting right now. Armor plate behavior, apply 1. See, I went back to the arsenal, bro. I don't need to go to the arsenal. I need to craft armor. Run. Okay, now I'm chilling. But like if you have applied all set, what it will do is even if it's like literally the tiniest amount, like I think right there, you see that tiny bit of armor? Now it's, my point is, completely out the window because I got hit by a random Ravager and now you can't see what I was talking about. But I had like a tiny little sliver of armor missing, and it uses a whole plate if you have apply all set. That was one thing. That was one thing I figured out in BO6 really early, is that you do not want apply all on. Like it actually sells. It's so nice that it's so viable to actually use a melee now. I don't know how many people have watched this video because it was like a while ago, but I had went on I think every Black Ops game, maybe it was every Zombies up until like a certain point. I think it was just every Black Ops game. I did melee only. Bro, that shit, by the way, is miserable. Like miserable on the older games. I don't know if it was my melee only video. It was one video. I think it was like a 2-box challenge, or maybe it was a 1-box challenge, but I was playing on Kino and I ran out of ammo. Bro, I shit you, it was round 30 something. I was literally stuck training zombies and meleeing them with a Bowie knife for 45 minutes, maybe, probably more than that, to get past that one round. I can't remember if I was doing melee only or what I was doing. I think it was either 1-box, 2-box, or melee only. But it got to the point that it wasn't even difficult. I just got bored because it took forever to kill anything. Also, I feel like this is an underappreciated thing that not many people have talked about, at least in my opinion. I really like the sound design for the Ravagers. I don't know if that's just me, but I really, really, really like their sound design. Like, I think one of the things that we were missing with a lot of these like newer enemy types, especially with stuff that's like straight, I just did not mean to hit my stim, especially with stuff that's like from the dark ether and or just in the dark ether. I think one of the big things that was missing was like really good sound design for them. Like the Ravagers genuinely sound like they're from another dimension. And I don't know, me, myself, and I really like their sound design. I think whoever cooked up that like spawn in sounds, bro, they chefed that shit up. I also completely forgot, I need to get my missing perks. Then point wise, I'm kind of chilling. Okay, we have one zombie left. Let's go get the only perks we're missing. Oh, I mean, double tap I don't really need. There's actually no point in buying it. This is a completely random thought that I just had because I was buying perks. I know they said that the random perk drop, I stopped hitting my stim. I know they said that the random perk drop is just like a thing now. Bro, that shit has got to be like rarer than the ray guns. I've seen it happen once. I've got, I just got another ray gun. Yeah, bro, don't hit the box. Just throw shit into the trash can. That's more consistent. That is so much more consistent than hitting the box. It took me this long to get a single ray gun out of the box, wasting all of my points. Now I'm fully set up, and I've gotten 2 ray guns. Like that's kind of insane, bro. I love this trash can. It is so nice to have this trash can like treating me right. After, if you watched any of my like camo grind videos when I was on Liberty Falls, which is, you know, most of them, hello Zersa. But if you watched any of those videos, whenever okay, so I need to use this ray gun to get rid of these bees. I'm not using it to kill the zombies. Zersa is literally one shot. I'm not using it to kill the zombies. I just need to use it on the bees because I can't do anything with the melee. Round 25, by the way, I completely scuffed hitting Zersa in like his bee holes. I don't know. I don't know what to call them, bro. His beehives, I completely missed them because I was trying not to die, but it's still just fucking him up. Yeah, I think once you get the timing of this melee down, like it's good, bro. Uh-oh. Yeah, dark flare. I don't know if I'm allowed to use this, but I did because I would have died if I didn't. Beta survivor? What'd I just get? Wait, what was that? Oh, did I level up? Oh, I leveled up. That's the animated calling card. I thought there was another Black Ops challenge. Black Ops? Yeah, bro, Black Ops challenge. Fucking idiot. Dark Ops challenge. Could you imagine? I feel like there's one hidden. I feel like there's one that they're not telling people about that like we have to figure out. I would not be surprised. That is something that is totally up Treyarch's alley. Toss Tomahawk in there. Give me more salvage. But like from this point on, now that I'm like fully set up, I literally could go for the round 100 right now. I could just activate this trap and kill all the zombies and just use my melee against Zersa. It would be so free. Survived 25 total rounds. Free XP, I guess. Completed all 3 daily challenges in a single round 25 game. Also, so I literally have not played zombies with another person yet, but I've seen people that are playing with people and or like queuing for the public matches. Never in my life will I ever do that. You will never catch me in a public match. I can't even lie. But I've seen people that are playing with other people, like genuinely struggling with high rounding, and not even just like the round 50. Is it that bad? Does it like scale that bad with people? Like, obviously the zombies don't scale, but there's gonna be more zombies. And like obviously with there being more zombies, the spawns are going to be a little different and the zombie UI is going to be a little different because they're going to be going after multiple people. Because I think that's another thing that kind of gets like overlooked, is because a lot of people that make like zombies videos and or watch zombies videos, a lot of them play by themselves up until it's like Easter egg hunting time and or it's doing Easter eggs kind of in general. At least with just like high rounding especially, very rarely will you see people doing it with other people. I don't know if I should, I'm not going to rephrase that. Did I just unlock a grip for the melee? Also, call me crazy. Like, I know it's obviously not the same announcer, but the announcer for BO7 Zombies genuinely sounds like the announcer on 9, like from BO4. We can also make this gold. Let's go do that really quick. Now our melee, we're maxing out our melee. Melee is completely maxed out. What do I even do at this point? I have all the perks that I need. I don't need salvage for anything because we have this fully maxed out. We have this fully pack-a-punched. I don't know what to do. Do we just call it at round 31? What do we do? But no, it's funny to me because the announcer is very, like, at least like the way they say words and shit, it is very, very similar to the announcer on 9, which I like. Also, I'm still concerned. Is it still double XP? Hold on. Kill this zombie, back up. Okay, it's still double XP. I know they were talking about increasing like weapon level rates, and I think it has absolutely been fast. Like round 27, my melee is level 23. So if we cut that in half, that's what, 11 and a half. So my melee would be my melee or my weapon at this point, it would probably be a little bit faster with normal weapons, just because you can obviously kill zombies faster and get that XP faster. So I don't know if I use this as a gauge, but let's say I've been recording for literally just over an hour. So recording for just over an hour, 11 and a half levels without double XP. Let's say it's a little bit faster with normal weapons, but then they have like double the weapon levels. Bro, I cannot tell. I can't make an educated guess because I'm not educated. Oh, that's what I was saying, is once I'm done, I can just pick up nukes. There's no reason for me not to end the rounds faster. But I really couldn't take an educated guess on how long this weapon prestige grind is going to take, because we have the co-op campaign / end game camo grinds. We have the, ow, what the fuck what just hurt me like that? Okay, hold on. I need to group these assholes up first. We have the multiplayer grind. We have the zombies grinds. We have all the camo grinds. And then obviously there's the camos that are locked behind the weapon prestiges. And like with the camos that are locked behind the weapon prestiges, they have one camo grind that as of right now is redacted and they haven't said anything about it. Now, either they are just completely saving that because I don't know if they've confirmed it. I think they've confirmed it, that like later down the line we're getting, no, because that wouldn't make sense, because they were talking about Blackout 2, but Blackout, they would just transfer the Warzone grinds. No, that wouldn't make sense, because now you're going to split the player base with that, at least the Warzone player base, you're going to split them with that. No, that doesn't make sense. So like my whole running theory on it was the weapon prestige is also going to be another camo grind. Like, so obviously they've showed off that there is going to be camos tied to weapon prestiges, but I think there's going to be a mastery camo for weapon prestiges. I obviously we're going to have the weapon prestige camos, but I think there is going to be a mastery grind with that as well. And that's what the redacted grind is. Maybe I'm a crazy person. Maybe that's just, not going to be a thing. But with them like pushing so hard to talk about these camos tied to weapon prestiges, I would not be surprised. And honestly, I would like that, because that's a camo grind you can do in any mode. In any mode, you can level up your weapons, and once you have it maxed out, you have everything for the weapon, and then you move on to the next one. But you can do that in whatever mode you like. Yeah, some will probably be faster, or maybe the mode that's faster, like whether it's, let's say it's Warzone. Let's say Warzone is the fastest way to level up your weapons. But let's say you suck at PvP. You don't have to be good at PvP, but let's say that you suck at PvP and you cannot get kills to save your life in Warzone. So it's not going to be faster there for you. It's going to be faster in like zombies or the co-op campaign. You're not locked to just that mode to get the camo that you like. If you like the weapon prestige camos, which I really like. I really like that, because at any given point, you can also be working on that camo grind while you're working on another camo grind. So I'm pretty sure this, I don't know how much this is hitting for to the head with a crit to one-shot a zombie, but with 116k without insta-kill. With insta-kill, it was like 8k, and that's what a zombie's max health is right now. I am hitting for over 10 times that with a fully upgraded melee. I might for a round just show off what you have to do for the round 100, just so if you're like curious on how to do it. You don't have to do it, but it is by far the easiest way. Or if you want to get that round 50 for free, you can also do this. And I mean, you could literally just do what I'm doing right now, slowly build up. And then I think the best thing for Zursa, which Zursa actually just spawned in. But here, you group up these zombies. Once it's started, turn on the saw blade trap. They all get teleported over there. Just use Dark Flare on Zursa. Okay. So this is like not fun at all. These stupid fucking bees, bro. I don't want to kill the zombies. Can I hit them with my melee? I think I can. Where did Zursa go? But you just stand up over here. I don't know where Zursa is, and I need to kill Zursa. But you just stand over here, and you're good. You're chilling. And all the zombies will go to this saw blade trap. Now it's obviously off, so I can't really show it off because I'm a stupid idiot. And I was trying to show off what you have to do, but you usually have like a pack-a-punch ray gun. And like the craziest part is I think they need to figure out how to balance this a little bit, because it's gonna make the high rounds just, I don't know. It's gonna make them something. But you wait for the trap to cool back down. You just train up all the zombies in the meantime. Zursa is the only thing that like scuffs it a little bit. Any of the special or elite zombies are what scuff in. By like special or elite, I mean Zursa or the doppelgas. And then it makes like a little ping whenever it's ready again. You start the trap for 1,000, and then you just stand up here, and all the zombies go to the saw blade trap. And that is it. That is the entire thing. I think I'm just gonna exfil here. I don't want this video to be like uber long, so I'm definitely just gonna exfil here. I mean, hold on. Let's not go down at the very end of this. Uh-oh, this is not good. So I said I wanted to exfil here. Where did my elite go? Oh Christ. There we go, he's dead. Okay, so that got a little hectic. Bro, we need our augments, please. Please just give us our augments back. I just want to try them out because I feel like it'll be so much more balanced and it'll be so much easier. But oh, I got the loading screen. That's what I got. But melee only, actually viable this year. Definitely try it out. I think it's pretty fun. Oh, now I get to use this rocket launcher.